Yes guys, and welcome back to my summer house. Today I'm going to be speaking to Manchester United treble winner, Wes Brown. Now mate, you played under I'm going to go straight into it, you played under the legend that is Sir Alex Ferguson. What kind of relationship did you two have? And was he a approachable manager?
Yeah, the gaffer. I mean, I've known him since I was a kid. It was weird. For me, it was more a father figure. The simple fact that I've probably known him so long. But he was top man. I mean, myself coming from Manchester, he understood that. He understood the good and the bad things with it, I'm guessing. But he was definitely a guy you could knock on the door to and ask a question. And he'd try and sort it out or help you in any way.
Yeah.
And he's still like that to this day.
Is he?
Even when I got older, he was top man. Don't get me wrong, he knew exactly where I was every Saturday night.
Keeping tabs. Do you still
Do
you still speak to the gaffer now? Like now you're retired?
And every now and again, obviously not that much, but I know he's well, and he's looking good actually. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Who was your best mate at the club when you were there? Who did you kind of get on with the best?
Yeah, well, it's probably me and Shazy. I mean, there's a few of us. It's probably me, Shazy, Fletcher, and Wayne.
Right.
Good click there.
Yeah. Good guys.
You know, we are different ages, but we just sort of got on.
Yeah.
And Shazy's with me, obviously, most of my career, every club, obviously United and Sunderland. So, you know, we're still the same now. You know, it's not really changed. So they're probably my best friends in the sense that I could probably speak to them every day.
I thought you were going to say Rooney because when we did the FaceTime challenge, Wayne was one of your contacts that you were going to call, and it was classic.
Right.
That it was so funny because you had to call 3 contacts from your phone, and one of them had to pick up FaceTime, and Rooney picked up, and he was in bed, and it was just brilliant because he didn't have a clue what was going on, mate.
He was in America, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in America. Yeah, so the time difference as well.
In bed. Yeah, but it was like it's 8 o'clock in the morning, Wes. Like, oh my god! But yeah, he's top man, and
it's good sport, isn't he?
He's still going, mate, which is good. Do you know what I mean? He's played so many games. It's a joke, his body.
He's a machine. Do you reckon he will retire this season, or do you reckon he's got another couple in him?
Yeah, you never know. It's all about the legs, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know it yourself. I mean, he's got everything in his head. He knows what he's doing. But it's the legs. I mean, once them young lads keep running past you, it gets hard. I tell you.
It does, mate.
I tell you, it's good graft.
At what point did you realise that your time was done? When did you think, I just can't do this anymore? They're too quick.
Yeah, well, for me, obviously, it was a little bit at Sunderland, but I went to Blackburn, and it was the everyday training, mate. I felt really bad because I couldn't do it. No. My knees would swell up a bit.
Not just the running, the passing as well, everything.
Yeah, it was basically just a basic training. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it every day, and it's hard because you always think you can. Of
course.
Well, you end up like maybe training a couple of times, and you play one game, but you're not getting the fitness in, and you just can't do it.
So it must be frustrating because mentally you can still do it. You're still making the passes and the runs in your head, but when it comes to actually making your body do it, it's like, nah, you're all right.
Exactly, mate. And you have to be, you know what it's like. You have to be sharp, and you get to the point where your body can't do it, even though your head can. It's frustrating.
I bet it is, mate. Now let's talk about winning the treble. It's got to be up there with, career highlight, surely. How good was that time at United?
Yeah, frightening, mate. I mean, that was my first full season, Rob, and I tell you, nothing's ever quite matched it,
mate.
I was only 19, so yeah. I mean, to have your first full season sort of coming out with them results is scary, really, because I'm not going to lie. At the time, you're thinking this is going to happen every year.
Yeah.
You realise pretty quick that it was a special occasion. Do you know what I mean? But just to be among, seeing it amongst the lads, the gaffer, how they, mentally prepared for it is something I'll never forget. And obviously that took me through to obviously different seasons as well, because you have to remember them times and what you did to get to there.
What do you think it was? What was the secret to your success back then? Was it the manager? Was it the players? What was it? Was it the camaraderie between the lads? What do you think made everything click into place that season?
I think first of all, you can ask any sort of winning title. The lads all understand each other. They understand why you're there, what you're there for, and that's basically to win. If it's sacrificing here and there to do that, because obviously the subs and the squad is a main part of it. and we can see week in, week out now when some lads don't play, you can see it on their faces, I suppose, you know, that they're not really up for it. But it wasn't like that at all. We knew, I suppose, after Christmas what was achievable, and the lads just got on with it, and they sort of knew what they needed to do to get there.
Once you had won the Champions League to secure the treble, did you all go out that night?
Mate, it was a crazy part of it. That's the first time I never went to bed.
Was it really?
Yeah, mate. We stayed up, I think most people stayed up all night, and it was funny because we actually left pretty early to get the flight back. And then we did the parade through Manchester, so I didn't sleep for a couple of days.
You must have been absolutely gone. So where did you end up then? Did you end up in a bar, in a club? What happened? Or does the whole team go as well, or was it just like the select few?
Yeah. So we ended up at it was 9X at the time, which is Manchester Arena.
Oh yeah.
So we took the open bus from sort of the airport past Old Trafford and then down Deansgate in Manchester, which was crazy because even when I picture it now, I didn't know where anything was. It was just packed of people, and then we ended up at the arena. And by then, I think everyone was knackered. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't think we went out. I think it was such a long day. Everyone just went home after it.
Did they? Yeah.
And then we still met up a couple of days later.
Yeah, mate, absolute scenes. I bet. Who out of your teammates would you least like to go into a drinking competition with?
Oh, that's tough. Everyone will probably say me, Rock. If I'm being
Would they?
honest.
Yeah, you're a bit of an animal.
Yeah.
Yapstam's got to be up there, isn't he? He looks like he can handle a drink.
Big guy, he looks like he can take a few. It wasn't like that. I mean, we had our families there and had a good time. And like I said, it was such a long day and night.
Yeah.
And then the next day, obviously, coming back to Manchester as well. We didn't really get time to sort of just sit there with the lads sort of thing and appreciate it. But, you know, it's something that I'll never forget. I've always said it's probably the best feeling I've ever had in football. And I've done quite a bit of stuff, but it's probably the best feeling. Now,
playing at such a high club, such a high standard, did the pressure ever get to you as a 19, 20-year-old? Did you ever think, wow, I don't think I could do this? Like, all eyes are on me.
Yeah, thanks, mate. But, you know, like I said, the gaffer was so good at just chilling you out. You know, making it seem normal, like you're just playing on a park or like you're just in training. You know, the occasion never really got to me because, like I said, the gaffer was such... you know, the way he talked to you and individually and made you feel comfortable, it never really got to that point. And I think that's, you know, as many lads will say, that's one of his expertise, I'm guessing. But I never really felt like, no, what am I doing here? You know, probably my debut.
Yeah, debut was the one, was it? Where you got real butterflies?
Yeah, and a couple of my first time I started training with the first team when I'm marking like Mark Hughes and stuff, thinking, what is going on here? Because I was probably one of the best, obviously, for my age. But then when you go with the big boys, it's completely different, you know what I mean? And
of course it is.
I was probably more nervous about that.
Do you remember the team talk? Did Alex Ferguson give you any advice before you went out for your debut?
Yeah, you know what? He just said to me, just go out there and do what you do every day in training. He made it so simple for me. And I didn't need much. You know, he never tried to complicate anything, and I think that's one of his best attributes, sort of thing. And he always made every player sort of calm in a way.
Yeah, calming influence.
But yeah, I was nervous that debut day. I'm not going to lie, but you know, I did okay, I suppose. And
still got faith in Ollie. Still think he's the man for the job.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, I'm guessing it's the toughest job in the world, mate. You know, we've seen the managers coming after Sir Alex, and no matter what you think, it's never going to be the same. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, you look at Ollie, what he's trying to do and what he's trying to build, and I as a fan, I'm happy with it.
Do you think Ollie is the type of manager to get angry and lose it like Fergie used to, or do you think that kind of manager's gone now?
No, I think he does. With what I hear, obviously, I've not been in the change room with him, but I think every manager will do at some point, maybe it's not right. And I'm sure Ollie does. I remember once when he was at Cardiff at Sunderland, he definitely did.
Did he?
Hear it through the wall. Yeah. You know, when it's needed, I suppose, mate.
So, Wes, I've got to ask, what was the banter like in the changing room when you were playing?
It's quality, mate. I'm not going to lie. I was probably in the middle of most of it. There's been a few times where the shirt one. If someone come in a bad gear, for instance,
Yeah.
That'll get hung up straight away. But it would sort of evolve into, that would get hung up. Then they'd find out who did it.
Oh no.
And then we're talking, which to be fair, at the time I snapped about this, but I got my trainers burnt.
Oh mate.
So I had to go on. Mate, yeah, it just escalated a little bit. So, you know what I mean?
So
where someone's hanging a shirt up.
Yeah, when you say hang a shirt up, what do you mean? Are you just like putting it on a hanger, or you mean cutting it up?
Yeah, if you've got bad gear on, it just gets put on a hanger in the middle of the changing room.
No.
Yeah, I mean it's a bit like childish, but it's funny. Do you know what I mean?
So nothing said. Nothing said. It's just literally the shirt just hanging in the middle of the changing room, and everyone knows that it's hanging there because it's a rascal shirt.
And that's it, yeah. And obviously, when the guy comes in, whose ever shirt it is, he's not happy with it or laughs or whatever.
He's brutal.
And then he'll probably find out who it is and do something back, mate. But it's all good banter, mate.
Yeah. Who burnt your trainers? I mean,
I think it was Wayne, mate. I'm not gonna. I still don't know to this day, and I wasn't happy because I had to go dentist. I'm not gonna lie, and I didn't have any training, so I had some nice gear on, and then my running shoes that I have to do at like sort of my gym shoes, which I wasn't happy with.
Mate.
But it's all good, mate. Yeah, I got them back. Don't worry, I got them back.
Love that. Absolute class. Do you think you'll ever go into management?
No, me myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, I can't see it. If I'm being quite honest, I do little bits of training, but it's more with kids, mate.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help them out. And I know a lot of my teammates have obviously gone into it and they really enjoy it. So, I mean, listen, you never say never.
No.
Because you don't know what's going to knock on the door, do you?
And I take it you're enjoying the punditry stuff at the moment. You're very good at that, mate. So more of that to come, is it?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, mate, it's only for MUTV. I love it. It's like my home. So, I love doing the games. I love doing little chat shows, talking about United. So, like I said, it's close. It's people I know, and I really enjoy it.
Now, obviously, football has been your life for so long. It's also your work. What do you do to relax? How do you chill out? Got any hobbies?
I've got PlayStation. I told you, I've got my PlayStation in the dark room, mate.
So what are you playing then? What you playing? What games? Is it FIFA or?
Well, since lockdown, mate, it's FIFA and COD.
Is it?
We've now just got PGA, which is decent as well.
Brilliant.
But COD's probably the main one. I've probably not played computer for about 8 or 9 years, mate.
Really?
And then since lockdown, yeah, just
got
COD
bang
every
into
day.
it.
Crazy. Like a 15-year-old.
I love that. Does Wayne ever pop round? Any of the boys ever pop round for a game, or do you play them online? Is it normally online now, isn't it?
Mate, like I said, we speak to quite we're still in group chats and stuff, mate. So we speak to each other very often, and then obviously some of play on the computer as well.
Love that. What about fitness-wise? Obviously you're doing a bit of training and stuff, but you getting out? You got a bike? Do you go on a bike? Do you go for runs? How you keeping fit?
I don't go on a bike. I can't run because my knee.
Yeah.
But I go gym every day, mate. I do a lot of boxing, like boxing circuits.
I was going to ask actually about the boxing. Would you ever spar with Rooney? Because I can imagine.
I'd knock him out. He knows that.
Yeah.
I'm too for him. No, but yeah, I love boxing. The boxing training, mate. It's only circuits and stuff, but obviously with the running, I can't do running because my knee just blows up.
Right. I see. So you got to do weights.
I still play 5-a-side. I still play with Fletch every Thursday.
Do you?
Yeah, it's 7-a-side actually. We can't do 5-a-side. Too many gaps.
Too much running.
But yeah, we still play a little bit when we can, mate.
Oh, mate, that's class. Obviously, you got 3 girls. Have you tried to get any of them into football? Are they interested, or are they just not having it?
Listen, tried my whole life, mate. They hated coming to the games. Because they didn't like. It's really weird. They didn't like the noise and swearing.
Yeah.
So they didn't really. I mean, my oldest probably out of all of them, because she probably just got dragged to it. But the other 2, didn't. They're not really into football.
Not in it. Not having it. Not having it. Well, mate, honestly, thank you so much for joining me today, Miss Summerhouse. I really appreciate you. Top man, absolute legend. All the best with the future and whatever you're doing. And take it easy. Top man.
Hey, I hope everything goes well, and I'll speak to you all later.
Cheers, Wes. See you later, mate.